Always 100.9. We're Charlotte's inspiration station, y'all. We've been talking about it. It is big. It is coming August 22nd through the 24th. We're talking the Married for Life Walk, and it's an entire weekend. Today, I am joined by Martez and Woodrina Layton, the founders, along with Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe.
Raising
family.
the energy up in here.
It's
What's going
exciting,
on,
exciting, and y'all certainly brought it with you. Martez, tell us about this whole weekend.
Oh man, this whole weekend is absolutely amazing for couples to come out to reconnect, just have a deeper bond with their marriage, and just for those who may need just some encouragement, just some inspiration, and for those who just want to come out and just say, you know what, I want to be with other like-minded couples. As much as I love my wife, but I want to have some balance. I want to have some fun. I want to keep God in the center, but let's keep it real. We need to dance. We need to laugh. We need to pray. And why not walk together with the Married for Life Walk? Come on, Charlotte.
Come on, Charlotte. Woodrina. It's going to be an exciting weekend.
It is.
Tell us how this all started.
Okay, so the Married for Life Walk was actually birthed out of a painful season in our lives. We were actually overcoming infidelity. And one of the tools that God led my husband to do with me was to take walks with me in the neighborhood, in our neighborhood.
Nice.
And on these walks, he would just hold my hand and we would just talk about our future. We would talk about it, our purpose, positive things. We wouldn't dwell on the pain, even though the pain was there. But he was just saying, no, this is what God is showing me. This is what I see. And that's where we stayed. And those times of us just walking in the neighborhood, holding hands, it just began to help us to reconnect emotionally. It began to rebuild our emotional bond. And although I tell people that was just one of the tools, because it takes a lot of tools in overcoming infidelity, but it was a very powerful tool. So that's how it was birthed. And years later, God led my husband to just take it to the community, like to bring couples together and just remind them to never let go of the hand that you're holding. That's our motto.
Yeah.
Because we all go through challenges in our relationship. That's just common. It's just going to happen. But if we remain committed to God, each other, and doing the work, we can overcome those challenges. And baby, when you get on the other side, it's glorious.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. But he knew in order for us to be able, before we could take it to the community, we had to move, because it was in Chesapeake then. We had to move to Atlanta so we could meet our marriage ambassadors and vision partners, Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe, because he knew they were destined to be a part of this journey.
Well, speaking of walking, Ronnie and Shamari, you all are walking alongside this vision. Mm-hmm. Ronnie, I'm sure you have no shortage of, appeals and requests to do things. Why is this important for you and Shamari to join up with?
When you think about community and family legacy and the fact that we had to find out if we were destiny partners as we were walking through and out of a broken place in our relationship, Martez and Woodrina just laid this on us at a point where we were pretty much on the other side and walking into back into our destiny, but it wasn't always that good.
Yeah.
And for me, my wife was telling me at times through our relationship, and even after we got married in 2006, that we needed to continue to seek counseling. We did a little bit of premarital counseling, and after that, I felt like, okay, been there, done that. It's all good. I'm ready for this marriage journey, and I always felt like I wanted to do 25 years, 50 years, 75 years. But I didn't understand that it took guidance and leadership and fundamental things that you needed to have in your relationship that would be given to us by outsiders that could pour into us and give us those things that would allow us to look back at each other, understand each other, pour into each other, make sure that we were giving each other space and time and support and valuing each other and all of the above. And for a time that wasn't happening. But when I finally submitted to that and opened myself up as a black man, which we don't really do a whole lot, to the coaching and the counseling, we were able to get to the other side, like Miss Woodrina said, and the blessings that we have had on the other side of that with our twin boys. God wanted us to walk through a fire. And he said, I'm going to test you and see if you can get to the other side. And since we got to that other side, it's been such a blessing. And we want to make sure that other couples that are fighting through some of those challenges are not only just fighting, but they're loving each other and hearing the testimonies from different people that will show up that are not fighting through a marriage. They're sitting in a great place, and that's the example that we need to see. So I'm excited about it, man. This is the Queen City. Come on,
It is
right?
the Queen
Right up
City.
the block from Atlanta. So we just got in the vehicle. We've been up here 2 or 3 times just to make sure we stay connected to the city, and they know that this isn't just something that we're jumping in and parachuting out. We want to remain a part of this community, even during and leading up to the walk and afterwards as well.
Shamari, I know. Tell us why this has meant so much to you. I know it's hot in the Queen City, and you have pressed your way and made it here. Why is it important for you to come alongside your husband in this effort?
Oh, it's important because, like he said, we've gone through so many different challenges, came from a very broken place, and to be able to pour into other couples and share our testimony and let them know that if we can get through this, you can too. That's the main thing. I just love seeing that. I love couples changing and just seeing the couples come back year after year and just talk about how much the walk weekend has changed their life. They was on the verge of divorce, and I just always pray to God that I can be an inspiration to somebody else, and the fact that me and my husband can actually speak life into other couples and save their marriage and save their family and our community as a whole, it's just, that's so important to me, and I love doing this. I'm so passionate about it. We're not perfect, but we're definitely passionate about helping other couples.
And I love that because none of us is perfect.
Yeah.
August 22nd through the 24th, it's not just a walk, it's an entire weekend. This is your first time in Charlotte. Martez, Woodrina, tell the people what they can expect that weekend, and let's invite them out.
So you want to come out Friday? Friday we're having a couples mixer where, of course, because we have couples that come in from around the country, we just really want you to meet other couples. And so connect with other couples, share some of just your experiences while we're just having the mixer. Then what we're going to do, we're going to have a couples panel. And your very own Melanie and Brian Pratt will be there on the couples panel. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have good conversation. And on that panel, I think we're going to probably have over 100 years of marital experience, because it will be Woodrina and I, the DeVoes, then we're going to have the Pratts, and we're also going to have David and Tamala Mann here for the weekend. Then we're going to have hosting the event on Friday is Charlotte's very own Fly Tie and Ohavia Phillips. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Then we got our Charlotte City host couple, Dante and Bonica Wilson, who has really been very pivotal in helping us to get everything here in Charlotte and meeting new people. So we just have DJ Derek Ice going to be on the turntables, because look, we're going to come out for the mixer, have a good time, have some food and those things, and then you got adult games that we're going to be playing. So Friday evening, just a good time.
Yes, and then you have Saturday morning. That's the walk. That's our spiritual piece. That's the staple event. You know, we're going to come together, have praise and worship, and have some prayer, some inspiration. We do our marriage affirmation where we reaffirm our love with one another as husband and wife, holding hands and looking into each other's eyes. And then we do Shamari's favorite part.
The balloon release, which I love so much, is about forgiving, letting go of everything, all your challenges, and just letting them loose and freedom at last. Freedom at last. Freedom in your relationship and freedom for them balloons to keep going, because we're not going to go back there no more. We are over this problem. We are over this challenge. So let's start new. It's a brand new love and commitment. So it's a shift.
And we close it out with the 2 miles.
Yes, we close it out with the 2 miles.
We walk a mile up, and then we do community prayer with each other, and we walk a mile back. And it's important to make sure that you really never let go of the hand that you're holding during that walk.
Wow.
I mean, you might have to scratch a little nose or something like that every now and then, take a little sip of water. But other than that, for the most part, you want to stay connected, because there's something about the energy of holding, you know, your wife's hand. And it's scientific, as a matter of fact. You know, it really makes you feel loved and supported and valued and all of the above. And once we finish the walk, we have a little bit of downtime. And later on that night, it's the couples love celebration and gala, where we'll be giving away awards. We have a live band and a DJ, so you can slow dance. Right, DJ Shakim is in the building. Crazy T is in the building. And, you know, we have
David
comedy.
Yes,
we have comedy. It's just a night full of just pouring into each other and just enjoying each other's time. You can dress up and just get out, for a really good night on the town with like-minded individuals. And then the next day, Sunday, we shut things down because one of the things we found in the past, we've been doing this since 2017, is that we weren't covering each other on the way out. Because when you are doing something like this, which is under God and it's positive, a lot of the times the enemy will attack you even stronger, when he knows that you're trying to do something good. So the covering on Sunday morning, that blessing from Martez and some of the other individuals that will be there, just to make sure that as we get on planes and cars and all of the above back to our places of residence and our families, we're covered, in God's glory. So we're excited about it, looking forward to it. And it's all for a purpose. We're raising money, really not for us. It's a labor of love for us. Like, we have, poured into this thing since day one, with our time, with our resources, with our relationships, and with our money. But it's all about raising capital to be able to have other couples that may not have the ability to get that couples counseling, to have counseling. So Healing Hearts, Healing Homes is the 501c3 that we're proud board members of, which is Martez and Woodrina's baby. And really, that's what it's all about.
I love it. It is the Married for Life Walk weekend, August 22nd through the 24th. You can find out more information and get your tickets at marriedforlifewalk.com. That's married, the number 4, lifewalk.com. And listen, y'all are going to hear much, much more about it because the week leading up to the walk, we've decided to do Be Together Week. And we are going to talk about topics that are going to be blessing and helping couples throughout the week. We're having financial experts. We are having career experts. We are having all kinds of people during that week leading up to August 22nd through the 24th. So keep listening for more. Log on to the website to make sure that you register now. Register now for the walk. Invite the people out one more time and let's get with it.
Come on, Queen City, Charlotte. Join us for the Married for Life Walk weekend. Let's go.
Yes. We
Thanks,
look
y'all.
forward to seeing you all.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
All right.
Thank you.